This visual is from my last tutorial, my summer evening makeup, and I've had a ton of requests to do the hair that I wore in that video. So to start with, I used my Deep Waver by Toni and Guy, and I just go around my hair in 3 layers. So I section it from ear to ear, and that's my first section, and then the bit that I've tied up I section into 2 pieces, and that's all it takes for me to do my hair, and I have got a lot of hair. I've filmed this tutorial in 2 sections, one because I do this to my hair and then I normally wear it for a couple of days, and then on the 3rd day I'll plait it because my hair doesn't like being washed every day because it really dries it out and it strips all the natural oils. And the second reason is having this wave in my hair really helps the plait stay in place. It gives the plait more body and the hair's more texturized, so it's more pliable and easier to work with. So you'll see in a minute, once I've finished waving my hair, I come back and I've got no makeup on because obviously it's a couple of days later. You can still create this plait without the deep waver, you don't have to use it. It's something that obviously I like to do. You may just find if you do it without a wave in your hair, the plait might be a little bit flatter and it might not withstand all the pulling that we're going to be doing. So I've completed the waving and now I'm back a couple of days later. To the root of my hair I'm using a texturizing volume powder. This is going to make your hair feel extra grubby, but the reason we do it is so that the root stands up off your hair and it will help shape the plait and keep it in place. So I'm French plaiting on a side parting, and I'm taking 3 sections and placing one over the other like you would with a regular French plait. If you're unsure on how to French plait, it's like doing a regular braid, except you pick up from the root every time you crisscross the strands. You may find you get little bits in your hair from the mattifying texture powder, but you can just dust those off with your fingers after. I'm now taking hair from the right side of the parting and I'm swooping that around with my thumb all the way around the back and incorporating it into my left hand. And then I'm continuing to French plait with that, and then I'm taking from the front. So now we've French plaited about halfway down our head towards our ear, we're going to start to pull the French plait apart with our right hand. You need to do this about halfway. If you complete the plait and then try to pull it, the hair will be too tall and you won't have enough give in the hair. I don't know if you can see, but I'm actually only pulling sections of the weave strands. I'm not pulling the entire strand out because it will just loosen the entire plait. So now that we've got a nice wave on top, I'm going to continue to French plait. So I'm taking again from the right, just above the ear, swooping it round. It doesn't have to be neat because all this back section is going to loosen, so you'll end up with nice waves. And I've incorporated that back section into the plait, and then I'm taking from the front again. If, like me, you like that beachy dishevelled look to your hair, just pull out a few little sections around the ears. And don't forget, as you go and you're incorporating more hair into your French plait, continue to pull at the top. This can often tighten a bit as you start to French plait again. So continue to repeat the process. I'm taking again from the right side round to the back and pulling some little bits out around my ears. And then as I get to the nape of the neck on the side, I've changed my hands around so I can continue to plait more comfortably. And as I'm plaiting down, I'm still pulling out at each of the strands. If you find your strands aren't pulling out nicely, it could be that your plait is too tight. Then tie the bottom off and then just go through the bottom half of the plait all the way up to the top, just tugging at each of the strands just to loosen it all up. So that's my beachy looking French plait. I hope you've liked it. Please do give me a thumbs up if you have. I'd definitely be interested in seeing your own versions, so please hashtag ShowMeMakeUp on Instagram so I can have a nosy. And I'll speak to you in my next tutorial. Bye!